What's going on, y'all? Grand Lotus MTG here. Want to do just a quick little update video. We've been on Tcgplayer for about 5 weeks now, a little bit over 5 weeks, and just wanted to kind of update some people that might be kind of along for the ride on this little journey that I'm on. I'm up to about 125 orders or so as of this morning. Many of you may have seen I posted a video a few days ago. I actually got a negative review, which I'm pretty surprised. We've only been on there a month. So I was like, what the heck happened? Long story short, customer emailed me, said they never got their package. It was about a $40 card. I put tracking on it. Looked up the tracking. It said that the package had arrived. So I said, well, I'm sorry, but here's your tracking number. Shows that the package was delivered, so I've done everything I can to get it to you, and as according to Tcgplayer's policy, if the package is confirmed to arrive with tracking, then it's considered delivered and the seller doesn't need to give a refund. Because unfortunately there are a lot of people on there that will order a package, claim it never arrived, and if there's no tracking, Tcgplayer just requires you to give a full refund because there's no way to know whether it got there or not. So I said, well, I didn't know if this was a scam or not. I said, sorry, but it shows that it was delivered, and I use a tracking program called LetterTrack Pro. Basically, USPS sends them a message saying whenever that package is scanned along its way, and then it's also scanned when it's delivered. And the customer said, well, Tcgplayer's policy is actually you can't use third-party tracking, so you're going to be forced to give me a refund no matter what. And I said, okay, well, let me, I'm a new seller. Give me a few days and I'll look into it. And I've messaged Tcgplayer, once I hear back from them, if they don't accept the tracking, then I'll go ahead and just give you the full refund. I was like, I believe you that you didn't get the package. I have no way of knowing whether but I have no reason to doubt the tracking either. So I go, I've never been in this situation. Just be patient. And I've messaged Tcgplayer, and if they don't accept the tracking, then I'll give you the refund. And then they sent me a nasty email where it was like, hey, you're wasting my time. The customer's always right, blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, you're just going to have to wait. I'm sorry. I don't know what Tcgplayer is going to say. So give me until I hear back. And then heard back from Tcgplayer, and yeah, that was accurate. They said, unfortunately, they only accept tracking directly from USPS. They don't accept any third-party tracking, so I need to give them a refund. I said, cool, no problem. Gave the customer a refund. About 2 days later, they gave me a nasty review saying, oh, this guy's a scammer trying to use third-party tracking, which I'm like, do they think I'm in cahoots with LetterTrack Pro? Or like, I'm just trying to scam them a card, so I sent them an empty envelope with tracking on it? I mean, I don't know. So anyways, it kind of sucked. That was on like a Tuesday. Usually the middle of the week is our slowest time for orders. Most of our orders come in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, when people are probably more off work and playing Magic and thinking about what cards they need. So the 2 days right after getting that bad review, I got 0 orders, which there's some days I'll get no orders, usually in the middle of the week. So I was like, oh, well, this sucks. I hope this stupid negative review doesn't, really hurt our small business that I just started. And then, but at that same time, I also hit level 4 seller on Tcgplayer, which is the highest seller level. And when you get to level 4, you can then offer free shipping on packages above $5. So I went ahead and did that. I've watched a few different YouTube videos. They all recommend, once you hit level 4, you want to offer free shipping. Just kind of increases your odds of getting orders that are over $5. I said, okay, great. So I went ahead and did that, did the free shipping deal. And then we immediately saw kind of a big uptick in sales. So yesterday, which Wednesday is usually our slowest day of the week, I actually got 7 orders, which was fantastic, probably our best Wednesday ever. And then this morning I sent out, it's Thursday today that I'm recording this, I sent out another 8 orders. So I'm like, man, that's like, okay, sweet. We're getting a lot of orders like right around that $5 mark. People are, they want a $3 card or a $4 card, so they're going in and adding 1 or 2 more cards just to get it above $5 so they can get that free shipping. I do the exact same thing. I buy cards on Tcgplayer for my personal collection if I see a card I want for a commander deck. And if it's a $4 card, you better believe I'm finding another $1 worth of cards so I can get that free shipping and get over that $5 hump so I don't have to pay $1.20 or $1.30 in shipping. So So yeah, it feels good. It feels good that, even though we got this lame review, by the way, they didn't mention in the negative review that they got a full refund and that the tracking shows that they received a $40 card from me. So they didn't mention that, conveniently enough, but that's fine, whatever. It's the internet. You're going to run into people that just get angry, and so we're moving on. We are moving on. Yeah, 5 weeks on. We've got about 125 orders. For reference, some people, maybe that doesn't sound like a lot, but for me as a new seller, that seems good. If I'm getting 4 or 5 orders a day or more, like I'm happy. I'm sending out cards. I'm getting money in. I've gotten a bunch of money from my Tcgplayer sales that I've turned around. I've bought a bunch more cards from some friends of mine that are trying to get rid of some of their collection so they can go buy more cards. You know how it goes. And so, yeah, we're increasing our inventory. We've been sending out a bunch of orders. I've had a couple really valuable cards sell, some $300 to $400+ very rare cards. And so, yeah, feels good. Feels like the business is off to a good start. And so, yeah, hey, if you're along on the ride, thank you so much. We've gotten a couple new subscribers over the last couple weeks. And, I'm only like 20 some subscribers, but, every one of you matters to me. It's just great being able to kind of document what's going on and seeing that other people are interested and want to follow along. So, if you're not a subscriber, please hit that like and subscribe button. I've been posting a lot of my draft videos and stuff off of Arena. I've been kind of enjoying this new Turtles set. A lot more than I thought I was going to. I did not like Spider-Man, even though I will give credit where credit is due. There are some actual really good cards, some individual cards from Spider-Man that I really like. And that are seeing competitive play. So, there are some good cards in the Spider-Man set, but drafting it just sucked. You'd see the same cards over and over and over, and a lot of the cards were bad. They didn't balance the set very well. Some of the archetypes were great, like Selesnya was super strong, and then most of the other archetypes kind of fell flat. So Turtles, I went in with low expectations. It's a small set, so you're going to see a lot of those same commons and uncommons over and over again. But I like the mechanics a lot better. After doing some pre-release, or a pre-release tournament and having a lot of fun with it, I thought I did a sneak deck in my pre-release. That was really fun. I had the Madame Null, which is a 1/3 death touch. When another creature enters, you can pay life equal to its power. And if you do, you put that many 1/1 counters on it. So I had some turns where I had Madame Null. I had one, probably my best play out of that tournament was I had Madame Null on turn 3. I had like another small creature I had played on like turn 1 or 2. I attack with my small creature on turn 4. I have 4 mana open, and they didn't block. I think I had the 1/1 death touch guy. Nobody wants to block like a 1/1 death touch. They're just going to lose their creature just to avoid taking 1 damage. So he got in. Paid 4 mana to sneak in the Shredder, the uncommon. I think it's either common or uncommon Shredder. It's a 6/4 death touch. Paid the 4 mana to sneak him in, and he's unblocked when you do sneak that creature. They're taking the damage. And then I paid 6 life with Madame Null and made him a 12 power death touch creature. And on turn 4, I smack him for 12 out of nowhere because they didn't block a 1/1. And yeah, they went from 17 life down to 5 life, and then I killed him the next turn on turn 5. So, I mean, that was just awesome. I love that. Been doing a bunch of arena drafts. I've done some Simic decks. I've done a couple Izzet Artifacts deck. Video I posted recently. I was doing pick 2 draft, and my first 2 picks were red cards, and then I get past like some great Izzet Artifacts cards, and I just jumped right into Izzet Artifacts and had a just sick deck. I had Dawn and Leo, which is I think 4/6 Vigilance for 5 mana, but its ability is at the end of your turn, you blink up to 1 target artifact you control and 1 target creature you control. So I had the Omni Cheese Pizza, so I would basically blink that and draw a card. And then I had a bunch of other creatures that I was able to blink for value for either drawing cards or getting mutagen tokens or any other thing. I had a couple games where somebody put like the white pacifism enchantment on one of my creatures, and then I played Don and Leo and blinked that so the enchantment goes bye-bye. I mean, it was sick. It was a sick deck. So if you like arena draft videos, please check out my other videos on my channel. And hey, thanks again. Have a good day, y'all. Take care.